Hello LiveLaw viewers and welcome to Courts Today. Here are today's top legal headlines. Karnataka High Court quashes FIR against journalist Rahul Shivshankar over tweet on religious minorities fund allocation. Unless there is a threat of contempt, you never decide remission case. Supreme Court issues contempt notice to Delhi Home Secretary. Why touchy about comments on court proceedings? Supreme Court on Delhi High Court order to remove Wikipedia page on ANI's defamation suit. In the Manipur violence matter, Supreme Court extends tenure of Justice Gita Mittal Committee till July 31st. Supreme Court seeks report from collector on recovery of rupees 1 lakh cost imposed on lawyer for frivolous petition. We've to trust our institutions. Supreme Court on plea seeking independent method to appoint CAG. Issues notice to center. Supreme Court sets aside NGT bar on Auroville Township project, says development equally important as environment protection. I'm your host Syed Amir Hussain, bringing you the latest legal updates that matter the most. From key court rulings to significant legal developments, we have it all covered. Watch till the end for a complete roundup. And if you find this update useful, make sure to like, share and subscribe to our channel. The Karnataka High Court has quashed an FIR against TV journalist Rahul Shivshankar, who was booked for his tweet questioning the Karnataka government's budget allocations for religious minorities, while temples which generate revenue allegedly receive no funds. Justice M. Nagaprasanna allowed Shivshankar's plea, ruling that the FIR had no merit. The journalist was charged under IPC sections 153A and 505 based on a complaint by Kolar councillor N. Ambaresh, who claimed the tweet was false and aimed at inciting religious disharmony. The government argued that the tweet was misleading and could create unrest. However, Shivshankar defended his tweet, stating it was fact-based and meant to raise public awareness. His plea emphasized that questioning government policies cannot be treated as a criminal act. The court's decision highlights the importance of free speech, particularly for journalists engaging in discussions on governance and public spending. The Supreme Court has issued a contempt notice to the Principal Secretary of the Delhi Home Department for failing to decide on the remission plea of Sukhdev Singh, a convict in the Nitish Katara murder case, despite previously assuring the court that a decision would be made within 2 weeks. A bench of Justices Abhay S. Oak and Ujjal Bhuyan expressed displeasure over the repeated delays by the Delhi government, stating that it regularly fails to comply with court orders on remission cases unless threatened with contempt action. Justice Oak criticized the government's inaction, noting that the Sentence Review Board or the SRB had still not considered the matter and no request for an extension was even made. The contempt notice is returnable on March 28th, with the court directing the Principal Secretary to appear via video conferencing. Can Wikipedia be forced to take down content? The Supreme Court has stepped in after Wikimedia Foundation challenged a Delhi High Court order directing the removal of a Wikipedia page related to a defamation case filed by ANI. A bench of Justices Abhay S. Oak and Ujjal Bhuyan expressed concerns over the High Court's order, questioning whether content criticizing court proceedings could be forced offline. Justice Oak remarked that criticism of court remarks is common and should be tolerated unless it amounts to contempt of court. ANI had sued Wikipedia for defamation, seeking rupees 2 crores in damages, claiming the page contained misleading information about its credibility. The Delhi High Court had ordered Wikipedia to remove the page and reveal the identities of the individuals who edited ANI's Wikipedia page. The Supreme Court has extended the tenure of the Justice Gita Mittal Committee till July 31st, 2025, as it continues to address humanitarian concerns arising from the ethnic violence in Manipur. The court also clarified that sexual violence cases previously transferred to Assam for pre-trial steps will now undergo trial in Guwahati courts. A bench comprising CJI Sanjeev Khanna, Justice Sanjay Kumar and Justice Joy Malia Bagchi, directed that the committee's reports be shared with the government, except those containing sensitive information. Additionally, the union government has been given 3 weeks to submit a list of properties looted, burnt, or encroached upon during the violence. The Justice Gita Mittal Committee, formed in August of 2023, was tasked with ensuring justice, rehabilitation, and support for victims of violence, particularly survivors of sexual violence in Manipur. The case will be heard next on July 21st, 2025. The Supreme Court has sought a report from the collector regarding the non-recovery of Rs 1 lakh penalty imposed on Lucknow-based lawyer Ashok Pandey for filing a frivolous PIL or public interest litigation challenging the restoration of NCP leader Mohammad Faisal's Lok Sabha membership. A bench of Justices B.R. Gavai, Arvind Kumar and Prashant Kumar Mishra had earlier dismissed Pandey's plea in October 2023, calling it an abuse of process of law. The court had ordered the amount to be recovered as arrears of land revenue, if not voluntarily paid. Today, Justices Gavai and Augustine George Massey took suo motu notice of the non-compliance and directed the collector to submit a report within 4 weeks explaining why the amount had not been recovered. Notably, Pandey had also been fined Rs 5 lakhs earlier for challenging the oath of the Bombay High Court Chief Justice on baseless grounds. The Supreme Court today issued notice to the union government on a PIL seeking an independent and neutral selection process for appointing the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, or the CAG. The petition, filed by Centre for Public Interest Litigation, proposes that a committee comprising the Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition and Chief Justice of India should oversee the CAG's appointment instead of the government alone. Advocate Prashant Bhushan, appearing for CPIL, argued that the CAG has lost its independence, citing a decline in reports and audits, particularly in BJP-ruled states like Maharashtra. A bench of Justice Suryakant and Justice N.K. Singh questioned whether there was evidence of deviation affecting CAG's independence, while acknowledging that the CAG enjoys protection similar to a Supreme Court judge. The court agreed to examine the issue further and tagged the case with other similar petition. The Supreme Court on Monday, March 17th, overturned the National Green Tribunal's order, which had barred Auroville Foundation from carrying out developmental activities in their Puducherry township until they obtained environmental clearance. A bench of Justice Bela M. Trivedi and Justice Prasanna B. Varale ruled in favor of Auroville Foundation's appeal, stating that development rights are as important as environmental rights. The court held that the NGT had overstepped its jurisdiction, as there was no environmental law violation in the case. Justice Trivedi emphasized balancing the right to development with the right to a clean environment. The NGT had earlier ruled against Auroville based on a plea challenging tree cutting for a road project. However, the Supreme Court found the NGT's directions legally untenable and quashed the development ban.